Hey YouTube! In this lesson we're going to get into composing our rhythm section. We've got our kick from lesson 15, our snare from lesson 16, and our hat from 17, and we got our bass here from lesson 11. So let's hear how all these are sounding together before we move on to our lead. And I'm just going to be doing a rough draft here. It's not supposed to be like our main bass line or anything like that. It's just to hear how everything is sounding together. There's a lot of music theory about how to compose music, but there's about 100 guys already on YouTube telling you how to do that. So I want to show you how to do it in a more intuitive way by listening to the sounds of our individual patches and trying to build the music around the sounds. So I'm going to start off hitting the play button and letting the kick sound. I'm hearing how it's starting to trail off at around here, right? It stops at around 6. So I'm going to throw in another kick on 7. So already I've got something different from our usual 4 on the floor pattern. I'm listening to how this particular kick sounds and I'm trying to work with that. Now I'm going to throw in a snare. All right, we're grooving. Let's throw in our hats, and I'm going to be using the Chaos pad for this because I can just, move my thumb around until I find something I like. Hit the record button, and now I'm going to drop out the bits that I don't want. So that sounds pretty good. And now onto the bass. And the Chaos pad can be a little unwieldy, like you can't really get a lot of fine resolution with it. But it's a good way to find the notes that work well with your patch. So I'm listening to it. High note there was me fucking up. My thumb slipped. But I kind of like it, so we're going to stick with that for a little bit here. And once again, I'm going to start to subtract bits. And from previously playing around with it, I know that E, I think it was 3 or 2, sounds really good. So I'm going to start throwing in some E's here, just to hear how that sounds. All right, got a nice little groove going here. I'm going to copy this out in the song pattern view here by going up to utility and copying the pattern and selecting pattern 1 to be copied to pattern 2. And I'm going to make a variation on this that's a little more calm by reducing the amount of sounds that are going on tremendously. And then we're going to have our, energetic sort of chorusy section for pattern 1, and pattern 2 is going to be a little bit more laid back. I'm going to start by removing a hell of a lot of these hats. So here, I'm not thinking about any kind of crazy, complicated logarithmic math that is involved in music theory. And I'm not worrying about what I heard in the latest top 40 dance hit. I'm just listening to the sound. so that's a lot calmer now, right? We've got the same notes playing at the same steps, we just have less of them going on. And I'm going to go into the sequencer now, tweak the gates on these so it sounds out longer, because right now it's only on 100%. Which here, as I turn it all to one shot, it's now sounding out. Alright, let's listen to how that sounds with pattern 1. And we got a rhythm. You see how ridiculously easy it is to make music? It's just a matter of listening to the sound and then shaping it. Now that I'm updating Discord.com on a daily basis, it is becoming difficult to try to do this every other week. And since only about 1,000 people will view this in a month and 50,000 people will view the website in a month, I'm making the website a priority, but I'm not going to abandon this. This is absolutely my baby, and we're going to keep doing this as long as I got something to teach you. But I'm going to keep it to about 1 per month now, just so I don't burn out on both the website and this